Welcome to the Quiet Shift Podcast. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by guests on this podcast are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect or represent those of the hosts, production team, or 502 Media, LLC. We do not endorse or take responsibility for any opinions, statements, or actions made by our guests, as their actions are entirely their own. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Discussions may include topics that some listeners may find sensitive or triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. The Quiet Shift Podcast and 502 Media LLC do not accept any liability for the statements made by guests or for any actions taken by listeners based on the content of this podcast. The Quiet Shift Podcast is a registered trademark of 502 Media LLC, all rights reserved. Any unauthorized use, reproduction, or distribution of this content without the expressed written permission of 502 Media LLC is strictly prohibited. Thank you for listening, and welcome to the Quiet Shift Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Quiet Shift Podcast. My name is Anthony, content creator, badge 502, and do I have a good time for you? I hope you all had a quiet shift today. Hope you managed to relax a little bit, or if you were on the job, I hope you managed to have a successful day. You know the rules, especially if you're in EMS. Blood goes round and round, air goes in and out. Any deviation, you better fix it. I hope you're having an amazing day. We got a great content creator on the show for you today. One of my good buddies, who actually is fairly local to me, which is fantastic. My man Jeffrey, but you guys might know him as Zeek8813. My man, welcome to the Quiet Shift Podcast. What's going on, baby?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Look at that legendary mush. My God. God, it's so, you know what? It fits in frame so nice. It's almost like you designed it that way. So what's going on, brother? How's everything?
Pretty good, man. Can't complain.
That's what I like to hear. You know, it's crazy. You guys might not know this, but that voice actually sounds very similar in his real life. It's not too far off.
It's pretty close, but like it's distinct. You can't.
it's distinct. This is his telecommunicator voice. This is what he uses when he's on the phone trying to sell you guys widgets.
Yeah, widgets and doodads and keys.
Right. Do you prefer to go by Jeff? Do you prefer to go by Zeke when you're in the real world? What do you prefer?
So most people know me as Zeke, so I'm actually more comfortable now as Zeke. Anybody who calls me Jeff or Jeffrey, I feel like I'm getting in trouble.
It's like my mom's yelling at me.
Oh yeah,
gotta come down. I'm late for lunch.
Got PTSD from that.
I do love that your headphones fit on that thing real nice. That's freaking cozy.
Despite my big ass head, yeah.
Despite the noggin.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to bless us all with that beautiful mush of yours today? Am I lucky enough for that?
So I'm gonna do a little magic trick. Ready?
Tell me the magic.
All right, hold on 1 second.
There he is. Goodness, what a mush. If I had a face like that, I wouldn't have to yell so much. What's up, handsome?
What's up, man?
Welcome to the real world. Welcome to life.
And just like that, you lost like half your viewership.
Never once. I'm still trying to gain a viewer. I don't even know who these guys are. All these guys are hanging out over in the TikTok for some reason. You need to get yourself over to the podcast over on 502 Reviews over on YouTube. Otherwise, you're just going to see my goofy ass talking to myself, and that's not nearly as entertaining as it sounds. At least it doesn't. So let's get it kicking, bro. So listen. So I remember when I first saw your content, and it was kind of awesome because it was in this era of TikTok where creators that you really enjoyed, they flooded your page. Obviously, it was like if you really wanted to see your creator, if you watched 2 or 3 of their videos, now anytime you logged on, in the first 10 videos, 2 of them or 3 of them will be of the creators that you really enjoyed. Man, you were all over. You're definitely one of the first creators that I thoroughly made sure whose content that if I wasn't seeing it, that I went to their page to go check it out. 'Cause it's always good.
I can definitely attribute that to me being very fixated on posting like 10 to 12 videos a day.
Oh my God. You post that much? What a
that was back in the day when you can get away with it.
Yeah, man. That's
sadly you can't anymore.
When I first started, I'd post 1 video a night, and it would be 3 times a week. That's basically how much I was posting. I didn't have the mental freaking, I didn't have the testicular fortitude to keep going with all that. And then when my content got longer, then it was even harder because I had to walk around an ambulance like a lunatic. So I was like, this is too hard.
When I first started, I was doing like 10 to 12 videos a night. I would be there in my room, just recording like 30 to 40 videos every single day, so I can actually like have the amount to post all the time.
My God, so much.
I had a friend of mine, Rub-You. He's I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's the guy who dresses up as Krampus and he dances and all that. I remember the first time that I met him, he was like, I don't know what you did, but every single time I would be on TikTok, you would always be there, and you were so annoying. I'm like,
you're always there.
You're always there. I'm like, it's because I posted all the time. And he's like, yeah, I just couldn't get away from you.
Pardon my strategy, just reeling you in. Yeah. My bad. Sorry, it worked so good.
Yeah. I mean, I had a goal.
So speaking of, you had a goal. We, as creators, there's a starting point. For when we start posting content to where you're like, maybe this is something that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Did you start posting with the intent of creating content, or what's the origin of how and when you started creating? I know for me, it was all kind of mental health related. It was a way for me to kind of disassociate from some of the BS I was seeing. So I became an EMT right in the middle of COVID.
So posting content wasn't like a new thing to me at the time. Like, I've been making content since I joined YouTube like in 2007.
Okay.
And I've been making like little dumb videos, little skits, and everything in between, like music videos and everything since then. So making content wasn't new to me, but like it's been a while since I did take like a little bit of a hiatus. But like when COVID, happened and all that in 2020, I was one of those people who was like, what is this TikTok? I don't understand. Like, I was one of those people like, I'm not going to download TikTok. And, and then like I randomly got on there and I was like, oh, okay. All right, I can do that. That's not hard.
Yeah, but I'm not going to dance. I'm not going to do the dance.
I'm not going to dance. I can make funny videos. I could do that. That's easy. And then I started posting and like I started seeing traction like maybe a few months into it. Like all of a sudden I had like 10K followers. I'm like, where did this all come from? It was like I started posting in June, and by like beginning of October, I had 10K out of nowhere. Something just blew up. I'm like, okay. And then like at the end of October, I had 50K followers. I'm like,
Jesus.
All right. There's something to this. I'm like, right then and there, I said to myself, I'm going to hit 1 million followers. I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't care how long it's going to take. I'm going to do this. And I'm very stubborn. I was just like very fixated on like growing those numbers. And it was just like a dopamine rush. Like every single time I hit like 100K, 200K, 300K, 500,000, I'm like,
oh, that 500,000 feels so good, doesn't it? That 500,000 felt real nice.
But like, I finally did it. It took me about like a year and 8 months to finally hit that 1 million. And since then, it's just nonstop. I'm just like, I can't stop now. I just have to keep going.
Yeah, you're in it now. You can't stop.
I'm in it, man.
What are you sitting at on TikTok now?
1.4 mil.
Jesus, I'm still trying to catch you, man. I'm chasing hard.
But see, this is the thing. I've been at 1.4 mil for like the past like 3 or 4 years. It just completely died.
So you hit it in the right time. You hit it in that post COVID couple years, and I mean now that platform's a totally different.
I struck when the iron was hot, and then that's it. It's freezing cold now.
Yeah, it's a different world over there. I'm begging for 100K views on TikTok now, man. But Facebook and all those other platforms are nice. But right here,
I think my goal on TikTok is just to hit that 1.5. I just want to hit that 1.5, get that nice round number, and I'm good. I'm done.
Do you
I'm gonna keep posting and stuff, but
do you like check your follow count, like your actual full blown follow count?
Yeah. It's always just like maybe like a couple here and there, and it's still going. Yeah. It's not as fast as it used to be.
Nice. No, I feel that I'm getting anywhere between like 50 and 100 followers, dude. I used to get 7, 8, 9,000 followers a day on TikTok.
It's nice when I like sign in like a few days later and it's like, oh, it's at 99. Okay, I gotta click on that, make sure it's like refreshed. So.
Yeah, refresh that thing, refresh it. Got to get all that stuff out of there. Gotta start it fresh. When you first started creating content, was it the same content you're creating now, or was it kind of an evolution of content? Like what did your content start off as?
It was mostly at the very, very beginning, like I wasn't even wearing masks. It was just me with my face doing like two characters, like one talking to the other and they get in a ridiculous situation, stuff like that. But then like once I got my mask, my original mask, hold on, this one right here, when I got this one,
yeah. Oh yeah,
that's when everything started like snowballing, and it's like, well, can't take it off now. it's part of me now.
I was born in the dark.
Yeah.
No, but I feel that loud and clear because like when I first started creating content, it wasn't even anything like this. I would make YouTube videos. I was strictly on YouTube, you know, because when you're growing up, I'm 43. So when I started creating content, there was no TikTok, there was no Instagram, that wasn't a thing, you know. So you posted to YouTube, and I had a paintball page. I had a Spartan race page. I spent 2 years, not even 2 summers, 2 years just running Spartan every single week. Traveled all over the country, freaking ran Spartans, and I was chronicling that. And it was, I mean,
I
you really
still want to do that. I haven't done it. My brother's done it, but I still haven't done it.
I should bring him down here. I have a I don't even really know how to describe it. It was a metal. It really what it was an indoor flower pot, but it was just a metal cylinder. If you could imagine, about this wide, you know, about yay big, just metal straight up. And I'd come home just broken, take my metal, toss it in there, wouldn't even look at it again. That was it. Just hear the clink, blink, and that was it. It started out with the cool hanging water tool on my curtain rod, and then I had to make a curtain rod, and then I had to make a shelf, and then I'm not doing all that. Then I just ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink.
I just want to do it once just to prove that I can do it. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, you run your race, man. You can absolutely do it, 100%. We'll do the Jersey one together. It'll be easy. We'll
let me know. I'm definitely down.
I think they do them in September. You know, nice. September, October, maybe. I remember one time I did it, and I was running up it's all on the ski slope up in Vernon. Okay. And you just have to reinvent what you think fun is. You know, that's all. Yeah. They learned how to make walking difficult. That's what they did. Because they're like, okay, let's just have them walk up a double black diamond. That's cool, right? We'll just freaking exhaust them by the time they get to the top.
That's fine. No, I'm a professional walker, so.
But no, it's fun, and the camaraderie is really cool, and it's a lot of fun. I used to run with a group of like 8 or 10 people, and it was just a blast. But yeah, I did that page. I had the Spartan page. I had a firearms page. I had a couple pages for my dogs, a couple pages for my motorcycles, and like lucky me. This is the booty humor. That's the one that took off.
It's always the booty humor.
You know what? Pardon my strategy.
Pays the bills.
That's it. Just swinging for the fences, throw something at the fridge, and hope it sticks.
My favorite part is when you have to pay the taxes at when it's tax season, and they ask you like, "Oh, what is this? Where did this money come from?"
You don't want that in, bro. Just take my 30% and leave me alone. Just leave me alone. If you make me explain my content to you, we're gonna have a very bad time.
Yeah.
The government's gonna be like, you need to go.
Yeah.
When did the mask come in? Because that's the persona that I met, right? So when did that all come in? And then the new voice, and then everything kind of modifying it.
So it was around October when I told you I started getting like
10K,
50K, 100K. That's when the mask came in. I'm like, all right, we're doing this now. And yeah, are you familiar with where the mask come from? Where like the original one comes from?
I'm not. I know there's a creator that has a similar mask.
Okay, so a lot of creators have this mask. This mask is from a band called Slaughter to Prevail.
Okay.
The lead singer actually has that mask, and they sell that mask. I came across them on Instagram. I was like, okay, that's a dope mask. I really want that mask. So I bought it, and it took like 3 months to finally get to me. But like once I got it, I'm like, all right, so mine has to like stick out from everybody else's. So like all the white lines, there's just the raised edges of the actual mask itself. So I traced that on there. I'm like, okay, so now it's different from everybody else's, because as soon as I started using it, yes. And then as soon as I started using it, everybody and their mother starting using it. I'm like, okay,
This guy's just a straight
but
up trendsetter.
I'm the most well known. I can take that to my grave. I'm the most well known one.
I
Um,
listen. You're the one that I know. I'll tell you that for free.
if you go in the cosplay community, you're gonna see a lot of those.
Yeah, there's
Um,
definitely. I actually, now that you mentioned it, I do see not the same, but definitely similar style. Because I'll do like PAX, I'll
mhm,
do Comic Con. I definitely see similar style masks.
yeah. So another little story about this mask.
Mhm.
So I was wearing this for like 4 years, and then eventually that band had a contest because they were releasing a brand new song. So like, okay, here's the song. We want you guys to make videos for the song. I'm like, okay. I put the video, like I put the mask on. I did the video. Like I was doing like dad stuff with my son who was like a baby at the time.
Mhm.
So I'm like changing his diaper, feeding him, doing all this stuff, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, when you're a dad, but you're still like metal and stuff like that. That was basically
Mhm.
like the concept of the video. And I ended up winning. They gave me like a brand new mask. It was a red one. It was really nice. Um, but then I was on their radar. They're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was like, I was selling merch like of my character, and the character wears that mask, and they ended up hitting me up in the messages, saying like, "Hey, we don't mind you using that mask, but you
Mm,
can't sell merch using that mask."
okay.
I
That
was
seems
like,
fair. I
okay,
gotcha.
fair enough. They could have been assholes and like send me like a cease and desist
Yeah,
letter,
with
and I'm like, oh,
royalty
okay.
checks and shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay. It's like, and then because I understand, like they say you can use your mask. I'm like, it's free publicity for them. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
free advertising. I'm like, okay. Um, I was a little bit bummed out. I'm like, okay, I can't sell merch and stuff like that. It's not like I was really like raking in like that much money from merch. Of like maybe like a couple sales here and there, like maybe in total like 50, $60. Who knows?
Okay.
It's fine. One of my friends found out about it, so she reached out to her friend who does like 3D printing and stuff like that, and
Okay.
he does like cosplays for like big intellectual properties. And the thing that he does, he modifies them in a way where he skirts like the whole copyright. It's like as long as you change up whatever you're doing
Mhm.
to about like 30%, it falls under like it doesn't fall under like their copyright.
It's similar use.
Yeah. So what he ended up doing was, his name is Maury. He does like
Okay.
3D printing, like super amazing work he does. He ended up designing this mask, which is like inspired by the original one, but it's changed up enough where I'm not
Okay.
gonna get in trouble. So
So
this is
that's where the
my
change comes from.
design. I told him like what
Gotcha.
I wanted in it, and he ended up making this out of that. So it's like, okay. So like now I can sell merch again with my character because it's not infringing on their
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. You
It's
know what
close.
I
It's close
mean?
enough where it'll be like they don't think it's a different character, but it's enough where it's far enough off. I have a buddy of mine, Gary.
Hmm.
They work out in out in the Sparta area. Is it Sparta area? Out in the Warren area.
Hmm.
Um, they run Galactic Armory, and they make some just
I think I might have seen some of that. That looks
some
pretty cool.
incredible stuff. They said when I went to PAX, I went to the Helldivers. Actually, I have it here. Have you played Helldivers though?
I haven't, but I'm familiar with it. I haven't played it.
I'll show you. I have what they ended up giving me was we did a Helldivers event,
Hmm.
and they fully kitted us out in full Helldivers gear, like head to toe
Oh
Helldivers
man.
gear, cape and armor and everything. And one of the helmets that they have in it is actually their healer, their medic, and they
Hmm.
actually made one. And
Oh, that's
the
dope.
logo on top of it, that's their medic type logo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he actually put I don't know how you'll be able to see this, but he put my number
That
on it.
502. Yeah,
I was like, this thing is effing incredible. And he was like,
that's
yeah,
really cool.
we're never going to use it again. So yeah, go ahead. It's all yours. I was like, for democracy, someone says in the chat.
All right.
You know, it was such a cool event. And mind you, that they didn't outfit me. They outfitted myself. They outfitted Jeremy.
Hmm.
They outfitted
I saw
a
the pictures. Those
couple
pictures
other
look really
creators.
cool.
Nuts. So and then we're down there and you walk in, it's just Halo characters and
Yeah.
Destiny characters, just everything. And they're like, yeah, we're painting this. This is going to be for the next Dune movie. I'm like, what? I'm like, could you at least make that sound like it's, hey, that's Refashion Hippie who said,
Yeah.
Refashion Hippie in the chat. What's up, Mags? Mags is going to be another prospect for the old Quiet Shift podcast. We're going to drag
There
her
you go.
in here. Mags is awesome. She's good humans. But yeah, so it was really, really freaking neat. And we headed out to a separate event, and we got to meet the person who does like the main character's voice. He was there, and he did a whole little skit and all.
That's really cool.
Freaking awesome, freaking cool. So now you've done some collaborations, not least of which, of course, with Rosemary. How did all of that start? How did you end up? Because you nailed down a lot of content together.
Oh yeah, I mean it's easy because, well, at least with her, because she lives like literally like 10 minutes away from me.
Sure.
The way that I ended up making friends with her though is really funny. It was just back in like 2021, beginning of 2021. I was just like scrolling on TikTok, and I just saw this girl who does like cosplay stuff, like, but she was just regular like clothing and stuff like that. And I'm like, she's live. She's like, that looks really familiar. She's in New York. Okay. I was like, I recognized it was in New York. She's like, yeah, no, I just work here, but I live in New Jersey. I'm like,
so
okay.
I as well live in New Jersey.
What part of New Jersey? She's like, Newark. I'm like, oh, okay. You're like literally like right there. And then from there, we just started like collabing all the time since then. It's just like, it's been a blast since then. And I've collabed with like a bunch of creators.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome to watch some of the work that you do, because you can tell that you really enjoy it. And I've always said that the amount of stress that people think that content creation is not stressful, but it's stressful as hell. Like it's you know, especially because you're trying to uphold a standard that you put in your own head. You know, we're always like, you know, why isn't this working the way I want it to? What do I have to modify? What do I have to change? What do I have to this, that? It's stressful. But you've managed to navigate it really well, which is freaking awesome. And you have, like you said, you've worked with a bunch of different creators. So, you know, he still has, I just want to put this out there, he still has not collabed with me. Is all I'm saying, right? It's not that I'm salty about it, but my blood pressure's going up.
Listen, it's not for lack of effort, and I have plenty of ideas. You're right there. Anytime you want to, I'll go. I have ideas.
I can't even I don't even want to know, but I want to know so bad.
Because I feel like our comedy kind of like similar.
Yeah,
so it could work.
We're both dummy comedy. I love it. Our audience is very similar. We actually have a lot of. If you look at some of our overlap is pretty substantial. Also, guys, just so you guys know in the chat, and so you guys know on TikTok, if you guys have any questions for Zeke, go ahead and throw them out, because we are going to be taking questions at the end, or we can take questions really whenever. There's no real rule that says I have to wait. I'm the master. I'm the master of this brain ship, so whatever. When you started making content, was there a specific reason that you started, or was it just because of something that you were just interested in doing? Or?
So, you know, it was the Panty Ann, as some people call it. Like I said, I saw people making content in 2020, and I was like, I could do that. And it was like, I was stuck at home. We couldn't go anywhere. Everyone was locked down. It's like, you either work and that's it. I couldn't go anywhere. Locked in my room. So I was like, okay. I saw people started like really gravitating towards my content, and they were finding it very funny. And I like making people laugh. So it's like, this is natural. Make the silly content. People laugh. They come back for more. I can't complain. But like, it got to a point where I was getting messages of people saying, like, because it was the pandemic and a lot of people were dealing with like mental health and not being able to see their family and their friends and stuff like that, it put a toll on people. And I've gotten so many messages of people saying, if it wasn't for you, it would have been the end. And like, it got me. It was like, okay, I feel like I'm actually doing something positive for the world, where like, it wasn't just for me anymore. I felt like I was making a difference.
Yeah, I can co-sign that.
Yeah.
Do you get the cool emails and the cool the messages in the inbox?
Oh yeah. Not as much anymore, but I do get it occasionally. Where it's like, okay, it's gonna get me going a little bit further.
Mm. Yeah.
It's like I don't know about you, but every now and then it's like, do I want to keep doing this? And then I get a message like that. I'm like, yeah, I can keep doing it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I always said that the minute this stops being fun, uh, with the amount of work and the amount of stress that it causes, especially because you're like me, you're not you're a full time content creator, but you're not. That's not all you do. You have
Hmm.
a career job as well.
Hmm.
Um, so for me, the minute this starts, where'd that accent come from? The minute it starts becoming a little too much, the minute it starts becoming a little too much for me to handle, I told them I'll burn the whole thing to the ground.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
here to freaking to destroy my and just destroy myself and just break my inner peace.
Hmm.
It gets to the point. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting there, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just dial back. We just need to
Yeah.
just take a breath.
I
You're
think
obviously doing
the
too
other
much.
main thing that keeps me going is just having a goal.
Yeah,
Like
that's makes sense.
TikTok, I already hit that goal. I'm done with like I'm gonna keep posting, but like I mostly just use it for creating the content. But
Mm,
like now, I was like, okay, I want to at some point hit 1 million on Facebook.
mm.
Maybe well, Instagram's kind of slowing down, so I was like, yeah, let's try to at least hit like 200K, and then I'll be
Yeah,
happy.
it's
And then
reasonable.
we'll go to the next goal if it keeps going. You
Yeah,
know?
TikTok, I'm still waiting on. Freaking Facebook hit finally. Facebook hit. I'm
Yeah,
at
I
like
saw. I
1.2
saw.
on there. That was freaking nutty. I actually don't even know how that happened because I was hitting like 1,000 or 800 like followers a day, which was incredible. And then one day it just plummeted, and I was getting like 200, 250. I'm like, okay, well here's where I am now, and that just is what it is. And then all of a sudden, I'm on my way home from I think maybe Boston or Philly. I was on my way home from
Yeah.
someplace, and I have someone who keeps track of my numbers for me sometimes, who like
Hmm.
helps me out a little bit, and I'll be like, "Hey," they're like, "You're at like 30,000 followers today," and I'm like, "What? What?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you're like 16 seconds away from 1 million." And I got
Hmm.
home and I stayed up for like when I got home, I stayed up for like another
Oh
hour,
yeah.
and I was just
I've been
watching and
there.
watching and watching and watching. I got
Uh-huh.
the screenshot at 1 mil, so I was like,
Did you do anything to celebrate?
so I thought about it, right?
Uh,
I was gonna do like the birthday, the balloons, something
yeah.
stupid,
Yeah.
but like make it like my brand.
I did the cake with the 1 mil
I
cut
love
into
that.
that cake. I
You
did
know, I think
that.
that's dope. What I ended up doing was I made a video. So I just
Mhm.
made a straight up video, and it was just like a real somber like thank you video.
Oh yeah.
Because I always make the video that I usually make when I hit a milestone is I'll have it in the background. I'll be like, and I'll move, and like the number will be there, and I'll just it's on TikTok that I film it, so I'm
Hmm.
able to do like picture in picture, not picture,
Like a green screen.
green screen it. So
Hmm.
I'll be like I'll walk into it and I'll be like thank you, and then
Hmm.
I'll say thank you one more time and I'll walk off. And but
Those
it's
are
just
fun
real,
to
just
make.
mellow, like a real mellow way of doing it.
Uh-huh.
And but that's what I did this time. And I did the same thing when we hit 100 on YouTube. I did the same
Yeah.
type of video. I was like, and then I just put the plaque down
The
behind me,
plaque.
and I was just like, thank you, and I just walked off.
No,
Um,
I did that on TikTok. Every time I hit my milestone, like the 100K, 200K, I always made a video, and they were all different. They were all like little skits. I actually, when I hit the 1 million, I eventually put all of those milestone videos together, and it was like an 8 minute long video. But it was fun because I got to see like every single like
you got to
step
like
that I
relive it a
took.
little bit,
Yeah, it was like
which
okay,
is
yeah,
that's pretty dope. You got to like relive the moments and
yeah.
kind of play it back in your head.
Hmm.
That's freaking cool. How long did it take? Did it take you to really start noticing the upward trend? Was it pretty much in the first couple months, or because I remember you saying that like you hit the 10K, you hit that 20K, and it just kind of started ballooning. And
Hmm.
then once you got the mask, then it started ballooning up even more. That
Yeah,
whole process, how long did it take for it to finally just start kicking up? Was that like that first few months?
yeah. Like I said, I started it in June, and then it didn't really start picking up like crazy until October. And I think it might have also helped that it was like the spooky season. So okay, the people like the masks. I was thinking
Uh,
like, okay, maybe like once October finishes, it's gonna be done. That's it. But like, no, it just kept going. I'm like, okay, there's more to this. I'm like, all right. But yeah, it was October 2020, and since then it was just for like a good like 2 years, and then eventually
nice.
just
That pitter patter.
yeah.
Did you do you have an ultimate goal? Like, is there something that you want to do in the grand scheme of things? Not so much follow count,
Hmm.
but like, is there something that you want to do in the grand scheme of things with
Um,
maybe like a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan? Where do you see this whole journey on its own going? Like, what's the direction,
there's
the trajectory?
so many different things I want to do, but like I have no time. Like I want to do eventually I want to do a podcast. Eventually I want to stream on Twitch. Eventually
Mhm.
I want to stick my toes in stand up
Mhm.
because the way I work is I actually follow a lot of stand up comedians. A lot
Mhm.
because it's material for me.
Yeah, and what's cool is you have a platform on social media, and you see how social media propels comedians now, just
Hmm.
propels them.
Yeah. Like I gotta give it up to like one of my favorite comedians, Che Dorena.
Oh, Shay's fucking great, dude.
Yeah, he's been blowing up. I think right now he's banned on TikTok though.
He definitely lost his I don't know if he got it back, but
I don't
every
know
so
if he
often I
got it
scroll
back. I
through my
haven't
stuff.
checked.
Every
Um,
so often I scroll through my stuff, and I was like, "Who's this account that's not here anymore that has 5 million oh my god, Shay, what happened?"
yeah, that was a very big proponent for a growth on TikTok because I used a lot of his sounds because a lot of
Mm.
those sounds resonated with my character.
You actually kinda
Um,
have a similar vocal tone too between the 2 of you guys.
it's funny because I had a friend of mine say like, "Oh, that's not your audio. I thought that
You
was you this whole time."
Yeah,
Like,
you guys do
no.
have a similar, not the same, but definitely similar.
Yeah, and I think like one of the highlights is actually going to one of his shows.
Oh, dope.
He had one of his shows here in New Jersey, and I got to meet him. And when I went, I actually because I used a lot of his sound, so I know he was aware of me because he commented on a couple of my things. So I
Oh,
went
that's awesome.
and I went, I had front row on, and I had a little table in front of me, and right there on the table, I just sat the mask, and I was just there watching the show, and like it was a
You
blast.
sat the
He's
mask. I love that.
hilarious. And then like afterwards, he had like a whole like signing and stuff like that to take pictures, and I went, and he was like, "Dude, I didn't want to say anything." But like I saw your mask, I'm like, I know that fucking mask. I was like, yeah, dude. And then on top of that, like I actually got him to sign. I don't know if you can see it, but I
Oh,
got
yeah,
him to
dude. Hell
sign my
yeah.
mask. He was like, dude, like you're like one of like my favorite like TikTokers of all time.
Oh,
And
that's so
like,
great, dude. That's high praise.
ah,
That's freaking awesome.
but like now, it's crazy because now like he used to live in Canada and he ended up moving to New York. Um,
Okay.
and he
Makes sense.
um
Huge, comedy circuit out in Canada.
yeah. And then he actually is actually doing a lot of work with this other comedian called JJ Lieberman.
I don't know if I know. I
And
might know
I
JJ, but I'm gonna look him up real quick. Continue.
I actually started using a few of his sounds too, because a lot of his sounds resonate with my character too. A lot of his videos start off with like, "I'm not a pervert, but," and then it just be like the most ridiculous things you've ever heard. I'm like, that
Oh,
guy's
yeah, I've seen that guy before. Hell yeah,
freaking
absolutely.
hilarious. And then on top of that too, like they actually got together and they have their own podcast now. And it's like, this is like the funniest thing I've ever listened to. And they'll have like a bunch of like actresses from like OF and stuff like that on there and telling their stories. And it's like the wildest things you've ever heard. Like, if you haven't heard their podcast, I'm not giving them like free publicity, but I'm giving them free
Ah,
publicity.
send
It's
it. Who cares?
two goons podcast.
2 goons. Got it.
Two goons because they're gooners.
Yeah.
If you ever want to just have a good laugh and just like piss your pants laughing, I would recommend listening to their podcast. It's hilarious.
Any other big inspirations as far as creators go that kind of maybe they don't navigate you in the right way, but they kind of inspire you to either keep going or just
There's so many. There's so many.
a lot
Like
of
I'm
great.
always constantly discovering like new creators and stuff like that, and they're just hilarious. Like I would be happy to like collab with like any of those creators.
Yeah, for sure. I've
Mhm.
gotten lucky with a few. I've just going to PAX, I've managed to do a couple cool collabs with people like Queen of Vikings and just a bunch of
Mhm.
really cool creators that are just out there. And there's like they're all and you go out there and you just feel like such a goober. You're just like, hi guys, you want to hang
So
out with
I don't
me?
know. I don't know if this happens to you, but I suffer hard from imposter syndrome. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know why people like me, but people like me. I'm like, all right,
100%.
sure.
Especially when I get recognized like outside of like my normal scope of area. So like
Uh-huh.
I went to where did I just go? And I was like, you know who I am? Oh, I went on a cruise. I went on the cruise, and I got recognized 3 times on the boat. And I'm like, wait, listen, I'm
Nice.
out of my element. I'm not on social media. I'm
Hmm.
not at a meet and greet. I'm not at a cosplay event. I'm like, you actually know who I am? I was like, this is
So about that, that's really funny. Is that like since I wear a mask,
mm.
nobody recognizes me.
Do they recognize your
Like
voice?
they don't even recognize the voice. Okay, so it's like I've only been recognized once in public, and it was at a con, and I was in cosplay.
Okay.
The guy was like, "Dude, I love your joke of the days and stuff like that." I'm like, somebody actually recognized me in public, but only because I'm in cosplay. If it wasn't in cosplay, that would never happen,
The man behind the
ever.
mask, the myth, the legend. But you know, it's a freaking trip. It's an absolute trip. And you got people who are like Jeremy is super recognizable, right? He's
Oh
he's the
yeah,
one who looks like him, you know.
yeah. You
Scotty
just
looks
want him
like
to
him.
yell
You
at
know, all
you.
these people. You just want him to yell at. Jack the Whipper looks like him. Like there's
Oh
not somebody you can be in whatever costume he wants. Is
yeah.
gonna look like him, you know. I think the only real advantage I have is that I got this freaking silver fox beard
Oh
going now.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
But
I'm getting
that's
there. I'm starting to get there.
listen, man, just stay in content creation long enough, you'll get it. He'll be
Oh yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
If you need a job on the PD, I'll get you a job with the PD and EMS. That beard will freaking
Oh.
silver out real quick, real quick. I what are some of the events? Because you said you mentioned that you like going to some of those events. What kind of events do you tend to go to?
I go to like HorrorCon,
Mm.
Comic-Con. Those are basically the only two I've really been to. I've gone to Comic-Con like this is gonna be my 5th year now.
Okay,
So, and I got big plans for that this time around. But
nice.
I always try to make content while I'm at the con.
Yeah,
Um,
get on that
the
content
past
creator
the
list.
past few years, like I'll go fully like, so I'll go as my character,
Mhm.
but in a cosplay.
That's
Like
hilarious.
last,
Oh yeah, didn't I see you in like a Dragon Ball Z outfit or something
yeah,
like that?
last year I did Goku. The year before
Mhm.
that I did Vegeta. The year before that I did Joker. This
That's
year
lit.
though is going to be the first year I'm not going as my character. I'm actually going as an actual character.
Okay.
Um, so I don't know. Hold on. I already started working on the mask. This is
Okay.
the head of the mask. This is the bottom jaw.
Oh dang, you're going
Yeah.
all out. Look at you go.
Yeah. And then the slit that's here in the middle. I don't
Mhm.
know if you can figure out, I don't know if you're that big into anime.
I'm not. I'm not a huge anime guy.
Okay. So this is going to be sticking out of the slit.
Oh, the chainsaw thing. I've seen that
Chainsaw
1,000
man.
times. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's
So
sick.
now that I want to show you, it doesn't want to work. Here we go. I think I got it to work. There you go.
Oh no fucking way.
Yeah. That's going to be sticking out of my mask.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
So
Fucking doing it
a
up.
lot of work still to be done, but I'm gonna get there.
When you go to these events, because Comic Con, I'm assuming you go to the one in New York, so that's right by us.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I've ever been to Comic Con was on a Saturday, so it was an absolute madhouse. And when I looked at the playback from a lot of people who were taking pictures and that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
there were dozens. There were dozens of creators that were there. They're just, even though they were just in the area or blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So the only one, so I got recognized by a good handful of people, but I wasn't in costume. I just went in my
Yeah.
normal outfit, just normal clothes. I just went to go. But there's this creator. She's such a peach. She's such a super sweet girl. Her name's Asta Darling. And she does like Victorian cosplay. So she does like corsets and big, beautiful ball gowns and stuff like that. Such a sweet, sweet girl. Did not see her inside. I was walking back to my car,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife and I were walking, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh my god, badge 502." I was like, "Hi," and she goes, "It's Asta," and I was like, "Oh my god!" This huge hug. I was like, "What is happening right now?" But, and I say this all the time, I am the worst. I'm so focused on like looking around and trying to, because I'm super freaking
Mm-hmm.
code yellow in my brain. I'm just always looking around, watching people. But in that sense, I'm looking to people. I'm not really looking at people.
Mm-hmm.
And I must have walked by a dozen creators that I must have known, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking, and I very seriously remember walking by, and I'm like this monster fucking guy. I was like, "Hey, bud," and he just walks past me. I'm 6'7". You ever see that guy?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that boy
He
is
was
6'7". He was there, yeah. And
Oh, I
let me
missed him.
tell you,
I was there on Saturday too.
were you? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He was. Well, you know what? You missed me too, bro. What
I
the
did
fuck?
miss you. I did.
But yeah, he was just in his regular outfit. It was a leather jacket, freaking a brown leather jacket, same type of ball cap he always wears in all his videos. And I'm like, I looked right to his face, 100%. He walked by me. He walked to my left. I walked to his left. Just two ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did not register, not even a
Oh
little bit.
man.
And then I saw him in he did a couple bits with a couple
Yeah.
people, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I'm like, bro, of course it was him.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of other 6'7" monsters walking past me.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
I don't know how I ended up missing him.
seriously, did you see anybody there? Did you catch anybody?
I've met a few. Yeah. So I actually follow a few like cosplayers that go there like every single year, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try my best to try to catch as many of them as possible.
Mhm.
One of them I'm good friends with. Critical Mask. He usually does the Bat Who Laughs, like the ones that has like the Joker one that has like all the spikes in the eyes and all that, and a big ass scythe. I'm like,
hell yeah, dude.
I was on a mission to find him when I went to Comic-Con last time, and I was going everywhere. I'm like, I can't find him. I was like, he's so hard to miss, and I can't find him. When I finally gave up, I found him. I'm like, all right, cool. Just like make some videos, take some pictures. Let's do this.
Let's get it. We can get it done.
Yeah.
When I went to PAX, that's when I started recognizing a couple people. I recognized Jessica Van Elle was there. She does she does like this hotel type content. There was a lot of really, really talented creators that were there. But I was never much of a cosplayer, never much of a cos dresser. I just went to Norseforge Gathering where I pretty much I guess it was sort of cosplay. I dressed for the first time, and it was in like Viking garb. Honestly,
Nice.
it looked a little Robin Hoodie. Not gonna lie, it was a little Robin Hoodie. But I was a Viking. I was a Viking healer. They kept calling me a cleric, but I was a Viking medic. Right, Viking. I had little Healy pouches. I had little Healy potions. I had my radio strap. I wore my regular leather radio strap.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I am, bro. I'm a medic. Let's get it. Let's get after it. I actually responded to 2 or 3 calls while I was there. Freaking people passing out, people vomiting. One guy just freaking overheated and fell over. I have another person torqued her ankle real bad. She went into the woods, and in the woods she freaking slipped, hurt her ankle. I was like, oh god, I don't want to have to reduce this thing on scene because that's going to be real messy. Because I checked her. We checked what's called PMS, pulse motor and sensory, and I pressed for her pulse, and I couldn't get it on her foot. And I'm like, if I have to yank on this foot, I'm going to pass out because it was so swollen. It was so bad. But no, it ended up working out pretty okay. It was a really cool event. That Norseforge Gathering was incredible. It's a massive, massive Viking inspired cosplay event.
That's pretty cool.
Huge. It's like a Ren Fair on freaking crack. It was massive. Hundreds of vendors and food and freaking jousting and heavy armor fighting. It was crazy.
That's really cool.
It was very freaking. Everybody was there. Queen of Vikings was there. Tank Tolman was there. All these guys were there. All these massive, massive creators, and it was an absolute blast. 10 out of 10. If there's a Norseforge 7, I'm there.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not content creating? When you're what makes you? What's your balance? What's your equilibrium? What's your homeostasis? What brings you back to center?
So when it's not content creating and it's not working, it's gym.
There you go.
I've been hitting the gym like crazy this past few months. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess it's my way of getting all that extra aggression out that I can't normally get out.
I'm aggressive.
Yeah. It's like just put the headphones on and just like pump it out.
Disappear.
I'm starting to get more comfortable about recording like the gym sessions because like just another thing that I want to do is kind of slowly get into like the fitness part of content creating.
Okay.
I don't want to be like a fitness influencer or stuff like that, but like, you know, every now and then just like put out some workout videos that might have like some inspirational quote thingy in there, something.
One of those Mark Cuban quotes was like, be a man.
Yeah. But like, it'd be nice if that's something else I could do. You know, trying to
No,
get it done.
that sounds awesome.
Oh, you froze.
Content really well for
Oh, there you
everybody
go.
involved. As long as you have ability to make
Mhm.
content doing what you love doing, because that's what people want to see sometimes. Sometimes people just want to see you being you.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's a way of me to also kind of show my face every now and then.
That's also true. A little bit of the man behind the mask, or you could wear the mask at the gym.
It,
Might be a little
it's
warm in there.
it's an idea. It's an idea because the dark romance girlies
Mm-hmm.
they like the strong guys with the masks and stuff like that. So like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it could be another way to get diversify my
Yeah,
viewership.
we slide you right. Well, I mean that's not true because I'm sure you're freaking elbow deep in the book talk community by now. So freaking those girls probably
I
love you.
dabbled a little bit in it. Like last October, I did the whole ghost face thing, and that did pretty well.
Yeah, the ladies love Ghostface, man.
So I might do it again this October. I'll be a little more jacked by then, hopefully. So
You
I
do the
might do a little
Ghostface
bit
mask, throw
better.
some horns on it.
There you go.
Man, no, it's nice because it turns your content into a little. It gives it that like 10% vlog kind of a feel to it, where it's
Hmm.
like now I can create content about anything, and if you can pull your audience in from a couple different angles, oh man, they love it to
Yeah,
pieces. It's
yeah.
really nice to be able to meld your community together with others. It's so freaking cool.
Hmm.
Um, if you were on the way to say go to the gym or anything like that, do you tend to vlog like your trips and stuff like that, or if you're going to like on a vacation, do you do anything like that? Or
Um, Not really.
Mhm.
The most is like maybe I'll just put like the new feature that they have on Instagram, the instant thing.
Yeah,
I'll probably like post like a picture on there just so people know like, oh, he's going to the gym and stuff like that. Besides that, I don't really like make it like a huge thing.
I've been trying to dabble with it, man. It's just another thing. There's so many things in a sea of things.
It's a lot to keep up with,
It
especially
is.
when you have like every single platform. It's like,
Ugh. It's like, yeah, it's every platform. Then every platform has its little thing, and
hmm,
it's just like, come on, what else do I got to do? Do I have another
yeah,
thing and then another thing?
uh-huh.
So mostly it's the gym. Anything with like any outdoor type stuff? Are you a hiker? Are you a fisher? Are you a swimmer? Are you a boxer? Are you a line dancer? What else? What else can you tell these
Not a
guys
lot of
about?
outside stuff. I don't do a lot of outside stuff.
Mhm.
I'm mostly indoors. Like I'll play video games eventually, like occasionally.
What you go
Um,
to?
have you ever heard of Balatro?
I haven't.
It's a card game, but like playing cards.
Mhm.
But there's like they add strategy to it, where like they'll give you like different jokers that you can buy, and then they'll add. So basically you're trying to hit like a high score every single level. The score just increases, and you have to like do
Mhm.
a whole bunch of different things to increase the score. And I got like heavily engrossed and like obsessed with it at some point. I've unlocked everything in the game. I'm like, okay, what else? Now I got to do all the challenges. I'm like, it's fun, but I wouldn't recommend you try it unless you really are gonna try to unlock everything and get heavily like involved in it because it's a lot. It's a lot.
What what's the what's like we had talked about for a little bit before about like maybe a 5-year plan or a 10-year
Hmm.
plan on this. Do you think is there a life after content creation? Are you going to be doing this long term? What are you thinking?
It's basically my second job. Um, it helps pay the bills, so I don't
Yeah,
see it
definitely
going
does all that.
anywhere anytime soon.
Is TikTok still a platform for you that's at least paying a little bit, or is it mostly Facebook? For me, it was mostly Facebook.
It's
Facebook
mostly
freaking punched
Facebook.
me. Yeah, Facebook punched
ever
me
since
right.
ever since they changed the creator program for TikTok, it's just been
Mhm.
like every now and then, like maybe like a month, I'll make like $10.
Yeah, yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing
It's like a
fancy.
lunch.
If I'm lucky,
Yeah.
it's a lunch
Uh,
for me. God forbid I bring somebody with me. But yeah, no,
Uh,
Facebook, for anybody who doesn't know, Facebook was doing really well by their creators, very,
mhm,
very well by their creators,
mhm,
very, very well by their creators.
mhm,
And then they got rid of it started with the ads on Reels. They got rid of ads on Reels. And
mhm.
then just from there, it just spiraled down. And it was like I was doing really well. And now I'm freaking giving hand jobs for cash at this point. It's like it's unbelievable. It's like what do I have to do to it's not even just the finance part of it, the financial part of it. I would do this if I was making nothing. It's not about the money.
Yeah,
It just so
yeah.
happens that I turned it into a business and it's not as sustaining as it was before, which is very frustrating because you're doing the same
Mhm,
amount of work and getting paid nothing for it.
mm,
And we're talking like 800-900% differences. It's
mhm.
crazy, to the point where every video I was making was a million plus view video, and now every video I make is a 200 to 300 view video, 200 to 300,000 view video. It's just the algorithm is completely different. The payout
Yeah.
is completely different. They just botch it, which is one of the big reasons why I love being over here on YouTube, is because, not to put too fine a point on it, but Google's not going anywhere, man. Google
No,
is
not
not
anytime
going
soon.
anywhere, not anytime soon. And what's crazy is when you have platforms that take care of their creators the way Facebook was and the way TikTok was. I was doing great on
Yeah,
TikTok for a long
yeah.
time. When you have platforms that do that, it breaks up that. Not that Google has a monopoly, but it breaks up that monopolistic feel where it's like, oh, it's Google, whatever. But once they pit her out, now Google's just like, all right, we're back. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Now what are you gonna do?
And it's just like if they take care of their creators are gonna want to create more.
Yeah,
I
they'll
don't
create
understand.
exclusively. If they
Like,
took care, I would get rid of every single platform if Facebook took care of us the way they were.
yeah, exactly. And it's like it's a good incentive. And if they
Mm.
start messing with that, then they're not gonna get as much traffic as they were before. It doesn't make any sense.
And it's not like you get that feeling where it's like, what did I do? Like, why is it like this?
Yeah.
Like I would literally, like I said, I was getting 2, 3, 4,000 followers a day.
Although it
Over
is
that.
a nice feeling knowing that it wasn't just you.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
it's
I talked to a bunch
brutal.
of creators like, no,
Mhm. The
it was
biggest
me too.
creators in the world,
Hmm.
are getting absolutely tanked, and like it's to the point where I'm friends with, I don't know if you know, Christopher Ernestus. Christopher Ernestus is a Facebook predominant. He did well on the other platforms too,
Hmm.
but because of how well Facebook was doing, he became a predominant Facebook creator,
Okay.
and he was doing great, absolutely great. He just had to go back and get a regular 9 to 5 job. He was a full time creator. He had to go back and get a 9 to 5 job because he just couldn't pay
I
the bills
know
anymore.
that. I know
Not
that
that he couldn't pay the bills anymore. He
hurts.
absolutely could,
Yeah.
but yeah, he had to change his lifestyle because
Hmm.
of the way that they started taking care of their creators, and it stinks. And I'll still keep creating on the platform because something's better than nothing. But they know that, they know something's better than nothing, so they're going to keep doing it. And that's why we're over here. Why we're going to be creating long form. Why we're going to be doing the podcast more often. And I get to hang out with cool creators like you and F those guys. Because if I did this podcast on Facebook, I'd lose my account. I'd be
You
like,
think so?
oh yeah, 100%. You need to go. I've had sex educators on here. I've had some of the coolest people in the world. Moxie Rose and Mr. Pierre Fashion have been on here. I've had some really cool people that I've been blessed to be able to be friends with
Okay.
and have them on. And it's just, I mean, even us, we've been trying to get this podcast going for freaking
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Then
Freaking
life
nonstop.
happens, man.
Yeah, man. Freaking the baby came along, and that's
She's
nutty.
adorable. How's she? Like 8 months now?
Yeah, man. She's
Time
about that.
flies,
She
man.
just turned what's today's date? Today's the 19th. Yeah, she turned 9 months the other day.
Nice.
It's crazy. It's a crazy time. And it's like, we wanted a little baby in the worst way, and we got
Hmm.
one in the best and worst ways, man. She's,
I
sometimes
remember. I
when they're
remember
out.
when my little one was born. Like, okay, let's add it to the content. I made him his own character. He was Baby Demon,
Baby demon.
and that
How
did. I've had a few videos that I had with him go like over like million, 2 million video. Like, it was crazy, and
it was
like,
supposed
and it was just basically my same comedy, but tailored towards a baby. Don't ask me how that worked, but it worked.
now I have to figure out how to get a little baby sized Badge 502 polo. We'll have to figure out what to call her.
Yeah.
503. Can't call her 503. I really can't call her Badge 503.
502 and a half.
I'd have to. This Badge 503 from my department got arrested for fraud. So I can't. Yeah, we can't be tying that one in. Can't tie
Nah.
that one in. But Hope he's doing well. Wherever you are, dude, I hope you're doing well. I don't wish ill on you, but that was stupid. As if he's like walking around my ceiling someplace. But yeah, so I got to figure out what to call it. Maybe reverse it. Maybe 205. I don't know.
Yeah, 205. I like 502.5.
502.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the chat over on TikTok screaming 502.5. But yeah, no, it's been a while. How old's your little one now?
He's gonna be 5 in September.
Oh my god, that went fast. Holy shit.
I've posted videos with him every now and then, and people are like, I remember when he was a baby.
What happened?
What happened?
Life.
He just finished pre-K. He's gonna start kindergarten in September.
Oh, it's fucking crazy. Oh, it's crazy. Guys, go ahead and start. If you guys have any questions for Zeke, now's a good time to put them in the chat because we're going to take it over to the last part of the show. So if you're over here in the YouTube chat, if you're over here in the TikTok world, which I have no idea why you're over there, because you're literally just watching me talk to myself, now's a good time. So if you have a question for my man Zeek8813, now's the time to put it in. So you and I have been creating content for roughly the same amount of time. You're a little bit longer than me. How do if you had any advice for people that are either they're up and coming, or maybe they want to create content but don't really know how to get started, or even worse, when you're stuck in that 200 view zone and you're just like, oh, this view is gonna hit this one's gonna hit 210. Hey, fantastic. And you're just you get demoralized when stuff like that happens. What kind of advice do you have for either your up and coming creators, your new creators, or your would-be creators if they're about to start that journey?
Just record as much as you can, post everything, because even if you don't think it's gonna do well, it's always the videos that you don't think is gonna do well that does well. There's just so many times I've had videos in my drafts for like months, maybe like a year, and I'm like, all right, time, I gotta clear out these drafts. They've been sitting there forever, and I'll post it, and it'll go just 200K views. I'm like, okay. It's like, why didn't I post this a long time ago? It's always the dumbest videos. So it's never what you expect, like, and it's always the ones that you think is gonna do really well that does nothing. So just record as much as you can, post everything. Don't worry about if your video doesn't do well. Just go to the next one. There's always another one. It's not the end of the world.
Jay says, what do you do when you feel like you're having some inspiration block?
Just go and do it. Sometimes I feel like I got the block, and then I just do it, and then once I get in the rhythm, I was like, okay, and then I'll just keep going and going and going until the point where, like, then at the end of the night, I'll have like 40 or 50 videos done. I'm like, I thought I had a block, but I guess not. And the other thing is, like, follow the creators that you want your content to be like, because that's going to be the inspiration that you need to make your content. I'm not saying just straight up just rip them off, but like use them as inspiration.
For sure. And that makes perfect sense, especially because, so I say this all the time. People, I'm sure a lot of people have had their parents say, you know, you're special, you're super special, you're not special. There's a million people just like you that like the exact same thing that you like. And if you make content based on what you like, you're going to have you have a very high probability of, if you do it well, to have a chance at success at it, because there's people that like what you like. You're not alone. The people who invented fishing rods didn't invent them for you. They invented them because millions and millions of people like fishing. So if you make fishing content because you enjoy fishing, you got a shot at finding a whole niche that people really enjoy, you know?
Yeah. And then if you don't know what to do, like, just look at the trends. There's always trends. There's always trends.
Dancing.
I saw a video of yours that you did, the one where you're doing the push-ups. You're like, I was like, oh, that's hilarious. And I'm scrolling, and like, I'm not even kidding. Like 10 videos later, I saw this dude doing the exact same thing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my whole feed, dude, is just this guy. Yo, I'm built different. I'm built different. Get that money.
20, 30, 40. Like, that's hilarious.
And that was my entire feed for like 3 weeks, was just this dude doing shoulder push-ups at freaking mock Jesus.
Like,
I'm like, what is happening?
There's another trend right now that I'm seeing. Like, okay, I'm gonna do that trend. Or like somebody would be there with like their kid or their dog, or like guess who just shit their pants today and has to take a shower? And then it cuts to
It's
them in the
it's a girl
shower,
in the
just
shower.
all sad, just taking a shower. Like, I'm definitely doing that video.
I was actually thinking about doing that, but in full uniform. I was gonna be in full uniform.
I actually recorded the second part. I just need to do the first part. I did it, but I did it in my mask.
You have to
So I'm
actually
just
poop, you
there
have
like
to actually poop
soaping up.
yourself.
Yeah, but, I'm not gonna show that.
But speaking, I just did work. I just had my my entire. I broke my bathroom in half. I broke the wall down in my bathroom, combined it with my laundry room, and I made this nice big
Oh,
bathroom.
nice.
And I made this real. The shower's unrealistically big,
Mhm.
but there's no tub in there. So I'm gonna walk. I want to one of the pieces that I want to make. So I want to walk in there and be like, I built this whole bathroom. I don't have a tub. So I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna put like an inflatable pool in there, blow this, and then I'm gonna walk in there.
Problem fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in there with like fins and a snorkel. That's gonna be the bit. See if it works out. But you
Scuba
can make
502.
yeah 50 scoop. Zeke, my good friend, where can everybody find you?
Find me everywhere with Zeek8813. I literally use the same name for everything. So,
I love that. Cheers on dad life.
oh, and happy Father's Day coming up 2 days.
And you know, the same to you, brother. Happy Father's Day. Happy almost
yeah.
Father's Day.
Heck
Look
yeah,
at us
man.
go. Look at us doing the grown-up things. Guys, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us here on the Quiet Shift Podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to hang out with you. From myself, my good friend Zeke. I'm going to call him Jeff because y'all can't do it. Mwahaha. All of us over here at 502 Media, 502 Media LLC. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us over here on the Quiet Shift Podcast. Thank you so much to our sponsor, Frontline Optics. If you need some sunglasses, I don't know what you're waiting. It's the middle of summer. You need sunnies. You got to listen. I have so many pairs of Frontline Optics sunglasses. I've been hanging out with these guys since well before they were a sponsor of the show.
Nice.
Freaking amazing. They're sunglasses made by first responders for first responders, but anybody can pick them up. Anybody can pretend to be cool like us responders. Right? Anybody can do it. Use code badge 502. Get 15% off your order. Go ahead and do it. Frontlineoptics.com. So thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us today, brother.
Thank
I really
you,
appreciate
buddy.
you taking some time out, man. It's a pleasure.
Heck
We got to
yeah.
go do something, man. We got to go do something stupid.
Yeah,
Let's get
you're
ourselves
right
into some
there.
trouble. I'm right here. I can smell you from here, and you smell terrific. Guys over here on YouTube, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us over here on the Quiet Shift Podcast. Guys over there on TikTok, you're ridiculous for not coming over to YouTube. I don't know what you're doing, but if you just enjoy hearing me talk to myself, there might not even be anybody over here.
Yeah.
This could all just be a pigment of my infatuation or whatever it's called. Guys, thank you all so much for spending a little bit of time with us. Work hard, be kind always. Do not forget to tell somebody that you love them. Say it often, man. Make it weird. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And for those of you out there in the interwebs, I hope you have a quiet shift. Have a beautiful rest of your day.